guys, you're watching Soundwaves TV. Super stoked to have Stimuli in the house. Well, at least part of Stimuli. Two-thirds. I've got Jimmy, I've got Cole. So tell everyone what you play in the band and who we're missing. We got to give a shout out to our missing member.
I play guitar and sing, and we are missing our all-important bassist, Ty, who is homesick with the cats.
He's homesick with the cats. I thought you were going to say the flu, but the cats is much more interesting.
The cats may have the flu as well.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Undetermined.
The cats gave him the flu.
Yeah.
But he's also our esteemed thereminist as well. You forgot to mention that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And my name's Cole, and I'm the drummer of Stimuli, so I just hit things hard.
Yes, very hard, actually. And I'm glad you brought that up because I have been rocking out to you guys while I run. I'm a runner. Yeah, so you're officially on Chasta's running playlist. And I have to ask you this because I feel like this is just something that came to my brain. You call me out if I'm wrong. I feel like you guys write around drum parts because your drum parts are so interesting and so intricate. I'm married to a drummer, so I notice the drums right off, right? They're very Tool, Danny Carey-esque.
Thank you.
Is that fair to say?
That's a great compliment, actually.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he's one of the best drummers ever, in my humble opinion.
Absolutely. And quite a large influence on my playing style. I would say there is a good portion of material that maybe the earlier stuff I would say was maybe based around some of the rhythmic patterns. I think more recently though, sort of our later material is really based on sort of the riffs that Jimmy comes to the band with, or Ty comes to the band with.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the way I approach the songs. Like I'm always kind of looking at coming from some sort of interesting angle. So whereas it might not be sort of like, crazy polyrhythmic stuff with, absurd time signatures like something like Thomas Haig from Meshuggah would play.
Right.
I'm still looking for some sort of angle to come at it where it just adds a little bit of sort of some sort of interesting element where it's not just sort of it's not really straightforward, but you kind of have to tune in to hear where those little sort of delicate sort of additions are added. And I find that like people that approach me and kind of like mention that sort of thing are typically musicians, people that have played drums, or like yourself,
married to a drummer.
Yeah, but
I'm an honorary drummer.
Right.
Yeah,
but it's not necessarily so obvious that a general crowd pick it up. So,
I'm sure. Yeah. I just think you guys are really driving rock. Like it's fun to run to. Because it's like maybe it's beats per minute match.
That's the coolest compliment we've ever got.
It's the truth. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Baby Huey's back here. He knows this is true. I said the same thing to Metallica. Metallica is also very good to run to.
You have to run a lot faster.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're up at 180 BPMs.
And the funny thing is, I told Kirk that exact same thing. I said Metallica makes me run about a minute and a half faster per mile, which is the truth. Their new album especially.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are really like driving rock. How would you describe yourself? Without my 2 cents.
It's always a challenge because we're so inside the box of what we're doing. We're kind of in our laboratory putting this stuff together.
Yeah, I like that.
We throw it out there, and I really tend to appreciate everyone else's impression of it, their first impression of it, because we unfortunately don't ever have that. We don't get that.
It's your baby. You can't get outside of it almost
yeah,
to see it from my angle.
Our music it's an amalgam of a lot of different things. I think our uniqueness is probably our greatest vice and virtue in a lot of ways. We find ourselves not really fitting in with a lot of bands that we're playing with perfectly.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what you want.
And it's not really intentional. It's just kind of the way that we write. It's a collective unit. It's a three-way operation. There's no crazy John Fogerty in the band who's telling everybody what to do.
No offense, John. He watches.
No,
I'm kidding.
He's one of my heroes.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask that. Where do you guys pull your inspirations from? The three of you.
Go ahead, man. It's the long list.
All over the map kind of thing.
Yeah.
We've talked about
40 years of music. Yeah. Tool are a big influence. Led Zeppelin from back in the day.
Good choice. Yeah.
Greatest band of all time.
Yep. I feel you.
I think when I was younger, I listened and played a lot more heavier music. So I was into a lot of metal bands. I mean, Metallica. Actually, mentioning Metallica, Lars Ulrich was the reason that I picked up drumsticks when
Really?
in the first place. I was 13 years old. I heard Master of Puppets, and I said, yeah, I've got to do this.
Life-changing moment for you.
It was. So
Yeah.
Metallica, Lars Ulrich was, he was the guy that made me pick up a pair of sticks and start playing drums. So he was a big influence. A lot of metal drummers, Thomas Hake, some guys that probably not many people would know, but Sean Reinert was a guy who was heavily influenced my playing. A ton of people.
Yeah.
I could just keep going on.
It's
and on.
cool though. I mean, you have to dig into a lot of different areas, I think, in music in general. I mean, I've had rock musicians say Prince, and I've had, and that's fine. That makes your music interesting,
Yeah.
Are you guys from, now this is an obvious answer for you, sorry. Are you from here originally?
I'm not.
You're not. Where are you from?
I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, Southern boy. I'm from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Southern Oklahoma. All right. I knew I felt some Southern blood in the world.
Yeah, that's kind of like the weird armpit of America area.
Is,
it's not the South. It's not the North.
It is.
It's a rad town. It's my hometown. I love it dearly.
I say Southern is an attitude, and so I feel Southern. I've always said I was Southern, but I guess Oklahoma technically is like Midwest. Whatever. We make up our own rules.
Yeah.
And you're clearly...
I'm even more southern. I'm like way south.
You're like OG South.
Southern hemisphere.
Yeah,
like,
North of
right down the
Antarctica.
bottom.
Yeah,
just near
exactly.
Antarctica. Yeah, I live near the penguins.
When did you come over?
I grew up in Melbourne, Australia, but I traveled the world for a couple of years, and I ended up moving to the United States to live in 2007. So I've been here almost 12 years.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
And how did you guys all get together? Is this like a Craigslist situation or?
Bingo.
Yeah, it happened. I asked this question.
Yeah.
It happens a lot more than you would imagine.
I kind of forget that that's how this happened.
Yeah.
But it's true.
It happens to a lot of bands. It
Yeah.
truly does. I obviously with Soundwaves TV, this is our whole mission is to push the Bay Area music scene, push musicians.
Us too.
awesome.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we do at the Bone. Baby Huey and I really do that at the Bone. How do you guys feel being in the music scene yourselves as musicians? How do you feel about the music scene as it is right now?
This place is really incredible area and time to be doing what we're doing right now. We didn't really realize that at first. It seemed like there was kind of a bit of doldrums with original music, but I don't know. At least for me, it seems in the last couple of years we've suddenly realized that things are really starting to explode around here. There's
feel like
just
it's bubbling.
so many good bands,
Absolutely.
and we find that with almost every bill that we're on, there'll be a band that we may have heard of, but we haven't seen live before.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, wow, these guys are amazing.
Yeah.
It's an endless list.
It really is.
So it's a great time to be playing music in the Bay Area.
Well, you guys are a big part of it. You're making stuff happen. I'm so excited that you guys reached out and we got connected because I
thanks for
really
having
do
us.
like you, and you're a great addition to my running playlist. So where does everyone find you online, your website, social, whatever you want to plug there?
So we have a website, www.stimuliband.com. Basically has like music video, merchandise, tour dates, things like information about the band.
They have great merch. I wear their sweatshirt literally all the time.
While
It's my
while
go.
you're exercising.
Thank
Yeah, absolutely. It's my go-to. It's actually my go-to sweatshirt for everything. If you see me out and about Pacifica, you'll probably see me in that sweatshirt.
Yeah, our merch is designed for running. As
Yeah.
well.
It's athletic gear.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool in Pacifica often. So when I go out, I need, a light sweatshirt. So
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
for that.
Absolutely.
So check them out. Stimuli, an upcoming gig that you guys have that you want to promote?
We will be all over the Bay Area.
As you always are.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a busy summer for us. I would encourage everyone to check us out on StimuliBand.com. Our calendar is there.
Awesome.
Lots of shows around the Bay Area. We'll be in Northern California, Southern California, up Pacific Northwest this summer too. So we're all
Well,
over
if
the
it
place.
means anything, you have the Chasta stamp of approval.
That means the world to
Soundwaves
us.
That does
TV.
mean a lot.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you
much.
guys so much for being here.
Thank you.
I made it through that entire interview without trying to have an Australian accent. Are you impressed?
I am very impressed.
I'm impressed with myself.
If you'd done the Australian accent, I was going to try the American accent. And
Try it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Is
yeah,
it?
Do it. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's actually, it sounds a little southern. You've been hanging out with this one too long.
What was the guy from the old Western movies?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood or John Wayne?
John Wayne. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a John Wayne twinge to
It's
my
actually
American
not.
accent.
It's not terrible.
How the hell are we going to top that?
I don't know. All right, you guys. We'll be right back. You're watching Soundwaves TV.
Why don't we choose to